Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. From White Birch Brewing of Hooksett, New Hampshire, this is Small Batch Ale. This is Bill's number 41 Stout. Comes in with an alcohol by volume of 5.4% ABV. And if you look closely at this, there are only 200 bottles of this available, and they're only available at the brewery. And this is bottle number 105 out of 200. I was thinking of sort of scaling back my reviews for a little while just to take a little break. But then suddenly I stopped by White Birch Brewing today, and what do you know, I had to pick up this small batch ale. Bill Herlica, who is the founder of White Birch Brewing, likes to brew a beer of his choice for his own birthday, which I believe why it says Bill's number 41, he was probably celebrating his 41st birthday. I didn't ask him, but let's see, it might say that on there. But he does bottle a small batch brew for his own birthday, and then he makes the few bottles available to the public for us lucky folks that live nearby and can pick one of these up. Now, I got to try this at the brewery, so I said I'm going to pick one of these bottles up, bring it home, and do a full-scale review on the thing, because, you know, that little 3-ounce sample that I had didn't quite give it the justice that it needed. So I'm going to give it a pour into this glass and see how it goes. Probably serving around 50 to 55 degrees at the moment. There we go. Not a lot of head, but basically took it off the shelf at the brewery and brought it straight up. And it keeps the place kind of cool inside there. So, but there, take a look at the color on this wonderful stout. This is it is a just simply it's just Bill's number 41 stout. So, but take a look at the color. It's super dark brown to nearly black. I mean, really dark brown, deep brown to almost black. And I didn't get much of a head out of that, but it might be the way I poured it, but I'm not too concerned. The head that I did get is a really kind of a dark chocolate brown color, a chocolate milk sort of color almost. So, getting into the aroma on this, there's definitely a nice chocolate and dark malt character going on here, and a toasted biscuit character as well, but dark. And there's kind of a milkiness. I don't want to say milk chocolate. It's like more like milkiness, just milk, regular milk, dairy milk. And but it's not described as a milk stout. But anyway, but generally speaking, you are picking up more of the malt and sort of cocoa and chocolate characters, the toasted character, and a nice mild to moderate hoppy, earthy hoppy character. Time for the taste. Yes, and the taste on this is really unique. It has the chocolate character seems to come out more so in the flavor. Tastes more like a chocolate bar or a cocoa. I'm not getting much in the way of coffee. Some stouts have a coffee character, some have a chocolate character. This one leans to the chocolate side. And like the toastiness on the nose, there's a nice toastiness in the flavor. And kind of a really nice, intriguing little hot bite that just barrels on up behind. It settles there for a minute, then suddenly there it is. You know, you take a quick sip, you're getting that nice dark malt character at first, and you know, 5 seconds later, not even, you know, a wink of an eye, all of a sudden this kind of hop thing comes up and says, "Hey, don't forget about me." Sorry about the slurp. That's kind of embarrassing. But anyway, medium body. There's another flavor here, and sometimes I wish I could figure out what it is. It's a good one. I'm not. It may be the way. It's probably the way the hops are playing against each other, against the malts on this one. There's just something here that there's something here that's like a toasted, baked sort of character. And I don't want to call it fruit. Well, maybe I do. But it's you know, maybe it's a slight smokiness, perhaps. You know, I cannot put my finger on it. This is one of those beers that might have been nice for me to sample it first and then open it up, because I might be able to think about the flavor for a bit and figure out what this additional little character is. Not caramel. Sort of a it's like a guessing game here, you know. I mean, needless to say, it still has the chocolate character, the toasted character, a nice mild to moderate hot bite coming up on the rear side, a milky sort of character as well, more like a chocolate milk sort of character. And then there's this other thing. And it's something that tastes cooked. And like a soup, no, that's not right. Yeah, but anyway, it'll probably come to me after I finish this review, so you might look at my NEBR page on Facebook. For those of you who are not aware of that, I do have a Facebook page, NEBR, and sometimes I put down some additional thoughts on that page that you might not see in these reviews, because when I'm doing these reviews, I'm kind of winging it, and then suddenly after I've thought about it for a bit, something else occurs to me, like, oh darn, I wish I mentioned that in the review. So maybe on my NEBR page I'll figure out what this additional pleasant, nice, but almost kind of biting character is that's lingering around there as well. But it's a nice stout, I gotta say. It's it's the name can be misleading to some extent. Don't let the name fool you. It's a small batch ale, but second line says Bill's number 41 stout. So look at the fine print on this one. Came out March 5th of 2014. So there you have it. That'll do it for now. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.